we are going to look at how to transfer a student from one school to the other. So first, you navigate to Manage Student. You select the learning area of the student from the originating school and the current year of the student, and filter. This allows you to pick the unique reference ID of the student. If you already know the reference ID, you do not need to go through this first step. You may just put the reference ID in the search auto assessment ID. So you put the ID in this field as such. Now, to transfer a student, there are key things you need to look out for. This student, the status from the originating school usually will appear blank. So first, you need to authorize. After authorizing, the status now becomes A. And then once accepted in the destination school, the status will change to T. So to transfer, after keying in the reference ID, you will notice that a button appears at the bottom of the page, as you can see. It will read transfer or authorize transfer. All you need to do is to click on this button. And then the reference ID of the student. Note that you need to communicate this reference ID with the destination school, because it is only through this ID that destination school can search and then accept the student as such. So you may consider printing the transcript of this student so that with the reference ID on the transcript, it can be taken to the destination school for them to search and then accept. Now, to do a transfer, there are certain things that first the student ought to know. One, a transferring student going for a second year in the destination school is not allowed to pick any new subject that he did not study in the first year from the current school. He can therefore only drop. It is also not possible to change a learning area completely that he started from the originating school in the destination school, especially if the student is going to second year or even third year. For first year, first semester, you may change the learning area and then you may drop one or two subjects only if the school accepts to conduct that remedial assessment for you to fill up the first semester that you have missed. If the school is not able to arrange for that, then what it means is that you are not able to pick new subject after even first semester. Now we have authorized the transfer from the originating school where the student is coming from. We are going to the destination school. With the reference ID of the student known to the admin of the current school, he logs onto the platform on the portal, navigate to Manage Student, same way as the originating school did. Key in the reference ID in this box, as you can see here, and then automatically the student comes up like this. And then the status now is A. So all the destination school ought to do is select the learning area that you want to admit this student into and the class you want to admit this student into. So you select it as such and the year. And then you click on accept. But first, the destination school will also want to find out this student that is coming, if it's in year 2 and is coming to my current school, also year 2, has this student been promoted to year 2 in the system? If no, then it is advisable that this student be promoted to year 2 before authorization is done at the originating school. This is so because if the student is not able to get promoted, it could mean that there are some pending assessments that ought to be captured. And at the destination school, there's no way they can have access to the year 1 assessment of this student. So it is required that the originating school duly promote the student to year 2 before authorizing the transfer to the destination school. Now, when that is done, the destination school just accept. They may also print out the transcript to look through and ensure that everything is in order, and then just accept the student into the learning area in the class they have just selected, like this. Note that the A has now turned to T, indicating that this student is currently in your school. And then also, this entry or this particular student will cease to be visible at the originating school. Thank you.